Hello, the internets.
Hi, everyone.
So I posted up a new solo today for my solo verse, and I'm pretty excited about. Like on the one hand, some parts of it are so contrived that they're cringy. But on the other hand, and it's like there's this one character who you can tell exactly who if you're at all familiar with one of the fandoms I'm writing in, you will be able to tell who that character is the instant they're mentioned. But I don't actually introduce them by name for like another few paragraphs after the meet cute with their canon love interest.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I'm being like obnoxiously vague and subtle, but it's not even subtle. It's like it'll hit you like a hammer to the face. And then when you get to the name, you're like, really? Really? I knew it. Come on. Come on. Who do you think you're fooling? Or maybe I'm just being self-conscious, but okay.
You're playing coy about it.
But very stupidly. Or maybe I'm just judging myself because of sport culture. Speaking of sport culture, shall we get started?
Yes, we shall.
Okay, we're gonna do just the tab again because it seems to help me not embarrass myself as much. But okay, in fact, let me privately publish this. Yeah. Okay, it's published privately now. So, chapter 17, Bad Things.
Oh, yeah.
This chapter I had to edit to make sure all the parts were in the right place, since our style of collaboration was writer A writes these characters, writer B writes those characters, and the POVs were all jumbled. It's not perfect, but I do plan to fix it later. I did not edit grammar outside of Microsoft suggestions. We still die like men and dine in hell tonight. Well, I think this was after I had a kind of a conflict with my co-writer, and so I wanted to post everything, but I gave up on editing it because it was too painful at the time. So I just was like, okay, you know what, fuck it, I'll edit it later when I'm in a better mind space. But I didn't want to thing boo. Okay, I'm gonna invite people thing stuff. Joe Biden. Oops, I accidentally tagged Joe Biden instead of Joe Gray. Yes, I would like the president to watch a sport. I'm sure he's not too busy, running an empire or anything like that. And yes, I do consider the United States an empire.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is.
Speaking of running an empire, we will get to those sporks later. Okay. Kiara, I'm gonna tag. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, man, there's a song called Empress that you just reminded me of. I like that song so much. It's kind of hot.
Yes. Okay. Baby Blister is a reference to Easy Virtue, which was one of my favorite movies at the time. Fun fact about vasodilators: baby aspirin has that function.
Huh.
Chapter 17.
I did not know.
Mm-hmm. Bad Things.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Trent was excited as he drove them to the theater. He'd never been to the movies with a girl before.
You are both adults.
This was the kind of thing he only knew people did from popular culture.
Okay, that's fair. It's fair that he's excited.
Yeah, that should say woman, though.
Yeah.
After they parked, he wrapped an arm around Rebecca's waist and cuddle walked with her to order their food, which they could eat in line or have delivered to their seats. I think I'll have the mushroom ravioli and brut rosé, please, he ordered. What would you like, princess? Rebecca was excited too. Secretly, she'd never really been to a movie with a guy before. Yeah, canon citation needed.
What kind of movie theater has like ravioli and like I'm used to going to movie theaters where there's candy, there's popcorn, there's ices, and there's hot dogs.
At the Prune Yard in Campbell, there's an eat-in movie theater where they serve meals, and that's where I took inspiration for this.
Oh, okay.
Well, one where she actually watched the picture and enjoyed the company. Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense. All her previous boyfriends when she was younger were just not worth thinking about. Wow, that's a little mean. I don't think all of her relationships were toxic. Hi!
Yes. My prescriptions got shipped. Haha.
Ray?
I guess that's why we were interrupted by my text message sound.
Oh, no, not you. I didn't hear that. Lydia joined us.
Oh, hi, Lydia.
That's why I was going hi.
Gosh, what was I going to say before that? Right. I don't really like this thing where it's like pseudo complimenting people, but it's just by putting other people down.
I can spell.
But can you type?
No. Actually, I cannot. Last night I tried to type Zug Zug and I typed Zub Zub.
Zub zub.
And then this morning I think I typed Zub Zib or something like that. Let's see. It was stupid o'clock in the morning. I was like, Guinea go. Instead of night night, it was NIGNT NIGHT Zub Zub. And then this morning it was Zub Zib. And yeah, no, Lydia said we've been reduced from Zug Zug to Zub Zib. And I was like, yeah, we have. Cuddling against Trent as they walked together, she felt so light. Nothing could spoil this night. Oh, really? Challenge accepted. I think I'll have the lasagna and a glass of the same, please.
Oh, that's a kind of drink. Okay.
Rosé Brut? Yeah.
Okay.
She smiled up at Trent as they placed their orders. When they approached the theater, Nathaniel thought he saw someone in the distance. No, couldn't be. Hold on.
Was it Moldymort and the Death Dealers?
He focused on finding somewhere to park. He opened the door for her again, then held her hand as they walked into the theater, had the usher scan the QR code for the tickets, and waited outside the theater for the screening to start. Once they arrived, Kat took his hand and thanked him for opening her door again. See? Who says boys can't be trained? Let's see.
So, what are you, Kat? A chinchilla? Chinchillas train their menfolks to stick on guard duty. But the spray method.
Yes, I'm sure that's how she's going to train Nathaniel. I'm sorry. I'm not, but I am, but I'm not, but I am.
Okay.
The thought made her snicker softly to herself as they
Why?
waited in line together. Nathaniel's eyes flicked over to the neighboring movies. To the left was a Heartland comedy. To the right was a romantic musical. Weird place to put a slasher, he thought. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to this. I made up whole cloth the theater and the movie. Like, I was describing one of the movies, and Bex was like, I was looking for that movie. I couldn't find it. And I was like, that's because I just made it up right now in the reply. Though Kat was sharper than Nathaniel in every aspect. Wow! Okay!
Okay. Sexism?
And she didn't miss who was here. Well, okay, first of all, that's her brother. He's known him a lot longer than Trent has.
Yep.
I mean, than Nathaniel has. Pat has not known Trent longer than Trent has. That's silly. Waiting to see another movie in another line. Oh, this night just got interesting indeed. You good? Are you by the screen?
Sorry, I was grabbing something to eat. Paper towels.
So,
okay, I'm back.
When you're commentating it, it kind of helps if you let me know if you're gonna leave the screen.
Okay, good point. Sorry about that.
Thank you. Okay. She didn't miss who was here.
So yeah. Sorry, Twin, that's my popcorn. But fuck, what was I going to say? Right. Kat is like really looking down on Nathaniel a lot.
You know what? That's a really good point, which we should circle back to when we get to side chat, because she's like throwing a tantrum up, down, and sideways that Nathaniel doesn't want to fuck her anymore, or doesn't want to. When she thought that he did. And Kat, in character, Bex out of character, like, stop denying your true feelings, Nathaniel.
What true feelings?
Exactly. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Let's see. They put our musical right next to a slasher movie. So weird, Trent exclaimed. Then, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs!
Is that something he says in canon?
It is not. But it kind of fits with his character a little bit. Like, in some ways, he is somewhat childlike in canon. And I kind of took that to its logical extreme.
Sorry, Twin.
He pulled Rebecca into a hug and whispered into her ear, pretend you've never seen Catherine. She and Nathaniel are in line for the slasher. No, I don't remember. Oh, wait, yeah, because we didn't want anyone to know that Kat and Trent were siblings. Like the characters. Rebecca tilted her head at Trent's request. Husky head tilt! But nodded slightly and smirked faintly up at him.
I haven't seen a lot of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, but that does not sound like Rebecca's body language.
She tilts her head a few times. I'm going through and posting like my commentary videos for Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. But yeah, in the first 2 episodes, she has not. Let's see. But no, it's factory model Bex girl body language. Okay, anyway. So, Catherine had gotten Nathaniel to go out with her, of course. Well,
Of course.
considering that Trent has paid her to. She leaned against Trent, her arm wrapped his waist as she heard Nathaniel's voice greet her in a slightly civil tone.
Slightly civil?
When did Nathaniel greet her?
He didn't even notice they're there. But Kat did because she's an elf. I mean, superior in all ways.
Let's see. There we go.
Also, what does slightly civil tone mean? Does that mean like...
Okay.
Does that mean like the kind of super fake, like I am pretending to be nice to you because I don't want to cause a scene, but I loathe you? Kind of way?
Okay, so Rebecca. Oh, hold on. This she is Rebecca. Okay, Rebecca. See. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. This is very confusing, but okay. Anyway. I'm assuming that yes, because Rebecca and Nathaniel are exes, and they recently had a conflict. She turned with surprise and even managed to smile for him, but it didn't reach her eyes. Now he's super fake. Nathaniel did a double take when he noticed the couple in the next line, so he had been right after all. Rebecca, he said. It took all he had to ignore Trent, but after all, Trent was ignoring him too. This is Kat. Kat, this is Rebecca, my ex. The one that you grew up hearing about since you were 9 years old. Not that Nathaniel knows that, of course. Nathaniel, hi. Rebecca's words were polite but held no warmth until she turned her attention to Catherine.
Hello? Okay, so I was right. It's the super fake, I'm pretending to be nice to you because I don't want to cause a scene, but I loathe you.
Hello, Kat. So nice to meet you. She held out her hand for the other woman to shake. This is my boyfriend, Trent. She turned to introduce her lover!
Capital L.
Lord, Lady, King, Queen, Lover.
Twen, if you bite my foot. Twen, what did I just say? Hun, could you send her to bed before she, eats my toe?
Lucius used to do that when he was younger. When he was 6 months old, he would try to eat.
Yeah. Twen's trying to eat my toes.
Yeah.
Stop her. Okay.
to maintain the facade and cast a warm, loving smile. Catherine noticed right away. Of course she did! How Nathaniel's attitude changed at seeing both Trent and Rebecca, but she kept her face schooled to warmly polite as she pretended she didn't know either of them. Pleasure, Rebecca, Trent. Nice to meet the both of you too. Hey, leave our Contos pleasure out of this. See? Yeah, so Arkantos is some kind of god in the DOF verse, demigod from Akuma's side, who introduced himself as Arkantos Pleasure. And everybody just ripped into him for it. And it's basically a new canon that he's a stripper for Desmoda's club.
And he's like basically like Akuma's OBGYN.
Yeah, and he like at one point wanted to like sleep. He wanted Librius's permission to sleep next to her, something, health of the baby, something. And Librius is like, okay. And he's like, oh, but don't worry, I'm asexual. And Librius is like,
that's not
okay.
I mean, I know that he's a Corey character, and therefore that is actually significant, or a factor, but that shouldn't be.
Yeah, you can sleep next to my pregnant wife as long as you don't intend to bone her. Thank you for making that clear, Arkantos. Yeah, that verse is a fucking train wreck, and we need to get back to producing it at some point. Anyway.
At some point.
She beamed at them both and looked back at Nathaniel. How could he not see it in both her and Trent's smiles?
Well, you see, he can't read your narration.
How could Nathaniel not see like the similarities between Kat and Trent is the question. They might not look the same, but they were close in looks when they both smiled. Yeah, so yeah. Pleasure, said Trent, nodding to Catherine. Strange that this place would host both a rom-com and slasher film in the same place, Catherine said, trying to make conversation, which is the same thing that was in Nathaniel's narration. Let's see. So weird, right?
I would think that having a variety of films that cover all their bases should be like standard.
It was, yeah, and in Nathaniel's narration, it was the placement. He was like, oh, this is a weird, this is a weird combination of films to be shown in this hall, basically, in this time slot, in this hall. Rebecca almost laughed at hearing her phrase come out of the beautiful woman's mouth. Okay, the beautiful woman is 9 years younger than you, and you know this. No. It's like, for example, if I'm writing a 15-year-old character and other admin knows my character's 15, but their character doesn't.
Mhm.
I still expect them to treat that character like a little kid, or like a little kid, I expect other admins' 18 plus character to not try to flirt with my 15-year-old character because their admin knows.
Right.
So that's kind of like what I mean by that. But Nathaniel was really oblivious.
No, he's not. He's just not metagaming.
Also, he's on drugs. He's on.
Okay, but I'm really irritated that she's ragging on Daniel so much for not being able to read her narration.
He's on painkillers and muscle relaxers. Like that would make anyone loopy. I know, right? What are the odds? So weird. Nathaniel still avoided looking directly at Trent, but he could see the man in his peripheral vision. Oh, also he's distracted by the D. Maybe that's why she's pissed.
Alright, your turn. That's it. Okay.
We good?
Yeah.
The way his turtleneck clung to his arm muscles, but only hinted at the true power of his well-built body. That deceptive dimpled smile. He'd coordinated his outfit with Rebecca, and Nathaniel did not like that one bit. He wished he could tear that sweater right off of Trent's body and...
Oh,
Catherine,
baby?
say something! Huh?
Oh, baby?
Catherine was saying something. Yeah, he answered vaguely. Weird, you said it. Actually, they'd all said it except him! The night had taken a far more interesting turn of events than Rebecca would ever have imagined.
Wrong then.
You're right. Ah! It's purple! It's supposed to be pink!
Purple!
No! Wrong! Running into Nathaniel had not been what she'd been expecting. Yeah, that was implied by your previous sentence. Nor to see him out with Kat, but if he remained civil, then she could too. Okay. Though it was hysterical to her that Nathaniel didn't seem to get it yet. Just who Kat was and how she was related to Trent.
See, this is... Okay, first of all, hive minding.
Well, Rebecca knows who Kat is because Trent told her.
No, I mean both Rebecca and Kat are like, wow, Nathaniel's so stupid for not realizing that Kat and Trent are related. And feeling smug about it. Like, yes, they both have the same information, but they shouldn't be having the same emotions. One sec. Okay. I'm back.
Okay. And then you had a second point because you said first of all my blood.
Second, Nathaniel isn't metagaming.
He's too busy being distracted by the D. No, I'm kidding.
And the drugs. But
And the drug. And D is for drugs. Maybe.
Yes. He's too busy being distracted by things that start with the letter D. Yeah.
D. Let's see.
Dreads.
I couldn't help it. You're welcome.
But yeah, but it really pisses me off that it's like, oh yeah, my characters are so perceptive. They're not being perceptive. They're just reading the narration.
So they were all dropping hints like they were bombs.
Why? This was supposed to be like a thing that she's doing on the sly. Like, is it just to mock him? I feel like this is just to mock him.
I think I did suggest breadcrumbing. But as you know, it's about as subtle as in the solo that I just posted where, yes, this character, this new character that's been introduced is very obviously a canon character who is the canonical love interest of another character. It is very obvious from the moment that she enters the room, and yet I am very smirky about it and don't actually reveal her name until like page 9.
Ugh.
But yeah, let's see. Yeah, I might have suggested it. I don't remember. It was like almost 2 years ago.
Okay.
Damn, that man really was stupid. Hold on, who's thinking this? This is Rebecca?
Rebecca. By being stupid. This is like she's doing the thing again, and where men are all helpless infants.
Trent's phone pinged. Oh, I should turn this off before we... Auntie. He inhaled sharply and pressed the dial button. This is me, ooh, shinying. Although I had planned this. This wasn't like me as a person saying let's throw in a random new event. Like Trent was already, it follows from something Trent had already said. Because he's like, he was planning the rest of their lives, etc. Okay. Auntie, it's Trent. Yeah, she's fine. It's Friday night. Why would she pick? Meaning, it's Friday night. Why would Catherine pick up the phone? Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Who? And Catherine being his sister cousin, his mom's sister's daughter with his father. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. What? What happened? That's impossible. Because he'd have to have a heart in the first place. Yes, ma'am. I'll let her know, but the soonest we can fly out is Monday. Because, Auntie, I have plans. My wedding? I think that's pretty important. So it's, have you heard from Catherine? Why isn't she picking up the phone? Don't talk back to me, something. Terrence has had a heart attack. Why is it impossible? Anyway, tell Kat something. Let's see. Why can't you fly out sooner? What could possibly be more important than tending to your father's bedside? And I tried not to do the thing where he's like repeating everything the person on the other line is saying, but you can still kind of get the gist of what's happening without me holding your hands with my ham fists. I hope.
Thank you. Yes, I did kind of get the gist that, like, I mean, I didn't get, like, the heart attack thing, but, like, I got enough.
Yeah. Having realized what he just revealed in front of Rebecca, he clapped a hand over his mouth and blushed. Auntie, I have to go. I'll see you Monday, click. She disengaged herself for when Trent pulled away to make his phone call, and while she tried not to listen and instead engaged Kat into some casual talk, girl talk, which is so
girl talk
than boy talk.
Yeah. Oh, you want to go to bed? All right. And husband's cooking, so I gotta.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Ah, looks like your papa has it. He's getting your goodies. She's like, I want my goodies.
Oh, speaking of goodies, Lucius today, when it was bedtime, he's like, okay, hold on, mama. And then he just grabbed he didn't like say that, but he like grabbed a big giant strawberry in each hand and brought them to bed with him.
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay, I'll go to bed. Just let me get a snack. Yeah, he's adorable. He tried to pick my nose when I was like, no, he like tapping my nose very cutely, and I was like, aw. And then he like moved his finger and tried to put it in my nose. I was like, no, and then he giggled.
That's cute.
Yeah. Anyway, guns trophy, pew pew, pwah pwah. No, you stupid boy. Hey, don't call our brother stupid. They're acting like they're 10 instead of 17, but I hope you'll give them a pass.
Yes.
She couldn't help but overhear. So, how did you meet Nathaniel? She asked pleasantly, though she knew the answer. Yeah, that's because Trent told her. Anyway, he came to see Josh the other day, and he was so charming and cute. Hold on, I'm just going to pink light this bit here. I'm not pink lighting absolutely everything anymore because, oh my fucking god. But hey.
Pink.
Yes. He came to see Josh the other day, and he was so charming and cute that when I texted him later after he friended me online and he asked me out, I said, yes, it really has been such a charming evening. But even she went quiet at hearing who Trent was talking to, and her pale complexion only went paler as she heard. She doesn't have a pale complexion. Like, her color palette is similar to Trent's. Like like I know her face claim's a white lady. Let's see. Okay, one sec. Whoops. Yeah, desktop. Let's see. Nina. Yeah, see? Like, that is far from my palest palette. Like, I'd say she has kind of like a medium, at least for a white lady, she has like a medium tone.
Yeah.
Kind of like peachy. Freya is actually, like, Freya's legitimately pale. Like, Rebecca is paler than her. Yeah. Like, Freya, I let Bex choose the color palette for her because, you know, she's Bex's OC, and she chose, I gave her skin swatches from all the DOF characters, and she chose the palest possible one. And Rebecca just canonically has pale skin. So yeah, Rebecca's paler than Kat. Anyway, and she heard what was said as far as Trent's words went. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait a second. Wait, which she are we like? Because this sounds like they're talking about Kat, but then this makes me think it's Rebecca because of the quotation. Hold on. Even she went quiet, like, because of where, yeah. There we go. No, I think it was actually Rebecca saying that. Rebecca is pale, but that was really confusing. The fact that I had to like go back up and scroll and second guess it. He hung up and powered off his phone. Sorry, that was my Aunt Anne Marie. Dad's had a heart attack. He's in the hospital. If it were up to me, I'd say let him rot. He cheated on my mom with her own sister, and they kept my baby blister a secret for 3 years. He scowled viciously and clenched his fist at his side before deciding that was the family he wanted. So, but Auntie's insisting on a family reunion. He disentangled himself from Rebecca's embrace. Oh, hold on.
Didn't he step away to call?
Yes. That's me not paying attention. My bad. Let's see. I'm going to, strike that through because that was my bad.
makes sense.
There we go. Went down on one knee, taking her fair little hand. The concession cashier handed him a small box. Yeah, Trent has planned this.
I see.
I guess. I intended to propose to you under far more romantic circumstances, which is why the cashier had a box.
Mm-hmm.
He handed her the box the concession cashier had given him. I was going to have this put in your wine. It was going to be perfect. Okay, that makes slightly more sense. But he blinked a few times and swallowed, composing himself. That, which is too cringe to read aloud, light of my... I could not resist. Will you do me the honor of making me the happiest man in the world? And also, will you come meet my parents on Monday? What was happening? Rebecca's mind completely stopped at hearing Trent's words to his auntie, and her eyes bulged a second before she flushed. 3 shades of red in both excitement and shock. Wedding? Trent? Her? What? Was that? Oh, that was referring to Kat. This was referring to Kat. Let's see. Was that why you wanted her to go to the spa for the weekend? Why, that devious evil? What the fuck? Devious and evil? That doesn't seem correct in context. All right, we good?
Yeah. I assume it must be evil, open parentheses, affectionate, close parentheses, but still.
Okay. It's kind of a strong word, though.
Yeah.
Handsome, cunning man. I feel like she just described Marvel Loki and not Trent. And that's probably why this bugs me. She was all aflutter for a few seconds till she heard the reason for the call. I'm imagining her like putting her hand on her heart like this, like she did when Trent freed Paula from the bathroom in season 2. She sympathized for both Trent and Kat, for her dad had walked out on her too. Yeah, in the middle of her birthday party when she was 12.
Wow.
Yeah, in front of all 3 of her friends. Yeah. She could tell talking about his father upset him, and she went to comfort him, but before she could do so, he was dropping to one knee and looking up at her in complete adoration and love, handing her a box as he spoke to her. Actually, she could sympathize with them because her dad had walked out on her too, and not because it's just a shitty thing to happen to people, but he has to bring it around to be about her.
Shouldn't it be empathized then?
She doesn't really show a whole lot of empathy in the show. He's pretty as much as yeah. There's a lot of times, remember her reaction to George's mom having a tumor?
Congratulations? Something
No.
like that? No?
No.
I remember it wasn't correct. She made it sound like she wasn't listening.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't congratulations, but it's like, okay, good talk. Talk to you later, favorite person, kind of thing.
Ah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just don't remember the exact words.
Yeah. She was blowing him off and stuff, but that's just kind of her reaction to anything that doesn't involve her. Also, her reaction to Nathaniel saying there are feelings in me that are pertinent to you was to say, okay, great, bye, and then I'll take you away on my jet. Oh, right, you have a jet. Okay, I'm going to use you for your jet then.
Right. Okay.
She could tell talking about his father upset him, and she went to comfort him, but before she could do so, he was dropping to one knee, blah, blah. Okay, was this really happening? OMG, words.
Really?
Words. Huh? Yeah.
Really, really?
OMG, words. Words were good. She had to respond as she opened the box, and inside was the most gorgeous ring she'd ever seen in her life. I did describe the ring to Bex, and it's like the Titanic Heart of the Ocean, but in ring form. Oh. So this does fit, but because she's always, because everything's a superlative with her, I had to put the react.
Also, there is no textual description in here, so we're just taking Rebecca's word for it.
Her jaw dropped as her emotions got the better of her, and her eyes watered with happy tears as she looked back at the man she loved. Yes.
Isn't her emotions getting the better of her basically the entire series?
Yes. But let's see.
She
ICOOC division bat, I feel, is appropriate.
Yes. Time for the bat.
Bat, 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 bat.
Bat, bat, bat.
Oh, yeah, another cute thing Lucius did today was we were lying on his bed. I was trying to coax him to go to sleep, and he looks at me and goes, oh, it's just so adorable. He makes all these cute little noises and does these cute little things. And it's very hard to express how cute he is if you haven't seen him, but he is very cute.
He's so cute.
And I understand that if you don't have if you don't like kids, if you don't have kids, you're going to disagree with me, and that's perfectly okay. It's okay not to agree with me that my kid is cute, but he's adorable. So let me know if you see it.
I'm looking.
Okay.
That reminds me, one time my dad was asking me some questions like, when you hold a baby, I was like, wait, I do not hold babies.
Yes.
They make too much slime.
Yes. That is valid. I feel like I should have passed it by now, but
I feel like we added it relatively late, even though the picture itself was super old. There.
Oh. Also, this was made by Piffy.
Yes.
So
this used to be one of my live journal avatars.
yeah, I love it so much. And her eyes watered with happy tears as she looked back at the man she loved. Yes, she said softly at first. Before her voice broke in a laugh as she put her hand to her mouth to hold back her emotions and looked back at him. Trey, yes, of course, my love, yes. She sniffed and bit her lip as so many feelings flooded her. One sec. I actually have the perfect react for this, and it's a relatively new one.
Ooh.
Where are you, Rosemary?
There. And what are those feelings? Her hat is bleeding.
Yes! Her hat is bleeding, and like this part here is gray because this is from a screenshot that I took of the show because I couldn't find the correct sprite. God tier laziness, yo. She felt like she was flying. It is perfect, my love. Anything you do is perfect because it is you. Including raping Nathaniel and lying to not lying to you, but you know.
Failing to disclose it? Also, like, if somebody said that to me when I gave them a gift, I'm going to take this as like the gift is actually shit, but they don't want to say so. So they're just complimenting me instead.
The thought that counts is sister.
Yeah.
That sounds like me or like me talking about Lucius's preschool art.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's perfect because my son did it. Actually, let me show you his art. Let me just stop the stream to be a mom. Okay. Whatever, you stop the stream to be a mom too.
Yes.
So
let's see it. I want to see my nephew's art. Oh! He filled up the hearts with little post-its.
Yeah, he put the it's paper mache squares.
Oh,
he put them on all by himself.
That's so cute. I'm so proud of him.
And let's see, this is from yesterday, so
oh my gosh.
March 27th, 2023. I'm gonna file. I'm gonna laminate that one. I'm gonna file these. And he did. Oops.
Is that a snowman?
He made a snowman.
He made a snowman. Oh my gosh, hun, you should come see this. I say, I'm not sure if husband heard me. Hi, hun.
What's up?
Come look at this art that Lucius made.
Ah,
so cute.
There's more. There's one more. There's one
There's
more.
Oh! Is that glitter glue?
It looks
glitter
like
paint?
it's just glitter.
Oh, that's really cute. See, husband is busy in the kitchen, but I'm going to screenshot that.
Yes, please do. Actually, hold on. Let me pull it up so you can see his... hold on a sec. Let me go into solo mode real quick.
Oh, thank you. There we go. All right, I've sent husband the screenshot of Discord.
Okay. Group layout. Group layout is what we were on before, right? Yeah, okay, it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to file the... Or not file... I'm going to laminate the one with the paper mache so the little squares don't fall off, and I'm going to post these probably up around his room. I'm so proud of him. I didn't know he was interested in art.
Oh, I'm so glad that he is.
I'm glad that he is. I'm glad he's doing arts and crafts. There was one more thing an activity that they had that he didn't do. And that was they did little like wooden hearts, coloring wooden hearts, and he like did a little mark over here, but he wasn't really feeling it. But they're like, okay, well, if you put your name on it, we'll just give it to your mom anyway. So I'll probably paint it with him later.
That sounds like a good idea.
He has painted with me before once or twice, but I'm so glad he likes art. Okay, let's continue. Trent, I love you more deeply than I've ever loved anyone.
How long have you been dating?
That's a really good question. I want to say like at least 4 or 5 months. But this fic, like it's like Twilight. It feels a lot like it feels like it covers more time than it does. But yeah, they've been dating for 4 or 5 months, which okay, well, considering they're in their late 20s, I was gonna say, well, it's understandable because that's how I feel about somebody after less than that. And she does have borderline personality disorder. But then when I felt that way, like I love you more than I've ever loved anybody in my life. And it was like super quick. That I was usually a lot younger than 29. In fact, I was a lot younger than 29. You are my world, my life, my heart. Without you, I would be so lost, for you give my life purpose, direction with your sweet affections and gentle attentions. Yeah, so this is appropriate for borderline personality disorder.
Okay.
So this is actually a realistic reaction for somebody with it's not healthy, but that is the disorder she has in canon. That was her diagnosis. Yeah. That was, which is Rebecca's canon diagnosis. It's still unhealthy as hell, but at least it's in character.
Yes.
So yes, baby, yes. Kat tried to play it off, though, and turned to give Nathaniel's hand a gentle squeeze, only to go stock still at Trent's confession for a few seconds before she, too, put her hand to her mouth and silently squealed. Trent was getting married! Let's see. The call from Trent's aunt had taken some of the wind out of his sails, but Rebecca's warm words of love buoyed him right back up again. He was grinning ear to ear as the concession cashier brought them a bottle of champagne and 2 glasses to toast. Trent quietly asked for 2 more for his friends, and they were provided. Nathaniel was still struck dumb. He watched Rebecca's reaction. Wait, Trent would know what Nathaniel is on. Why did he order champagne for Nathaniel? Because I didn't think about it.
More drugs. More drugs.
Let's see. They're placebos.
Alrighty.
Or they're either placebos or they're those little pills that like you put them in water and it makes a little foam dinosaur.
Oh man, foam dinosaur pills are so cool.
They are. Nathaniel was still struck dumb. He watched Rebecca's reaction with a sort of detached fascination as multiple emotions ran through him. Which emotions?
Some. Multiple.
Hey, if I yell at her for it, I have to yell at me for it.
Oh yes, I'm being I'm being snarky. Oh, multiple. More than one. A few.
Congratulations, he said hollowly, toasting with. Although the fact that he can't identify them because of all the drugs he's on, I probably.
Oh
yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, that didn't come across.
It didn't. I think if it weren't for the fact that we're constantly pointing it out, I think a lot of people would forget that Nathaniel's on a fuck ton of drugs right now.
Yeah.
Because this day has dragged on for multiple chapters. Congratulations, he said hollowly, toasting with them. The sip of champagne jolted his mind back into place. He turned to Kat with a charming smile. Wedding fever, he remarked. Isn't it grand? Watching his ex get engaged right in front of him was something that, if it hadn't been to that creature, he would not have been bothered in the slightest, huh?
Just calling him that creature.
I mean, considering what Trent did to him,
considering what Trent did, valid. But
it's okay to dehumanize him a little. It's okay for Nathaniel to dehumanize him a little.
Yeah. But at the same time, the exact phrasing is a little funny.
That's true. That's like that's kind of my edgelord thing as well, as being like, you're still talking to that creature? Yeah.
Creature is just kind of an inherently funny word, to me at least.
And now I'm unhappy again because creature spelled differently, was the name of Harry's elf.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you fucking name an elf creature? That's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Poor little guy.
I imagine the same reason she made them enjoy being enslaved.
I don't know, dude. Okay, Dobby and Winky are funny. Those are cute names. Well,
yeah, those are like
Winky. Winky is slang for penis, but
what?
Anyway.
Okay. I imagine that she has as 3 siblings named Inky, Blinky, and Clyde.
Probably. But creature felt like it was in bad taste, especially since that was the elf that Sirius was a dick to. I mean, I understand that creature was a dick, but creature was a dick because the previous humans that he assisted were dicks, and in him, that racism.
Yeah, and the fact that like that's the name that she gave to the one that is an asshole, admittedly for good reasons, is kind of side-eye worthy.
Yeah, and even though he had a redemption arc, sort of, yeah. Poor creature. Yeah, the fact that he had a quote unquote redemption arc, kind of, yeah, it doesn't really mitigate it because his fucking name is Creature.
Hmm.
Anyway, but we can get to that in our Harry Potter spork.
Yes.
Which will be one of those ones where I pull it up on Nook and we just talk.
Yeah.
And not like do the whole, because that would be copyright infringement. We can't do that.
Yeah.
He would not have been bothered in the slightest. Kat was a huge upgrade from Rebecca in every conceivable way, except her age. Let's see. Except maybe her actual pedigree, but he could hold off judgment on that for now. In which he's throwing shade at Trent, not at the fact that that she's from yeah.
He doesn't know that they're related.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, wait. Then he is throwing shade at the fact that she's from a flyover state. Okay. You're right. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Rebecca was still flying high on the emotions that were raging through her, and feelings couldn't help but be infectious. Okay, once again. Oh, wait. It actually, she does say what feelings those are. She says a feeling in the next, so I'll let it go. She was so utterly happy. Let's see, she was too fucking happy. Yeah, that's one feeling. That's one emotion. The love of her life could ruin this. Not even Nathaniel being there could ruin this moment, nor his snide congratulations. I don't think that was snide. I don't think he was being snide. I think he's just loopy.
Yeah.
But that's one of those things that's kind of up for interpretation. But I also don't like that Rebecca saying that is kind of telling the audience how to feel about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then this.
Yeah, it's like, ugh, this insect.
Yeah.
I just realized that that's actually kind of close to a nickname he gets later. But
well, yeah, because George is running around the theater like a maniac, yelling "Nat!" which is a type of bug. It is literally a little bug. Although Trent says it affectionately, he doesn't say it in a condescending, bitchy way like this.
Yeah, but like you're internally narrating about this guy like he's only slightly above the crap on the bottom of your shoe.
Hold on. Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. The love of her life had just asked her to marry him. Yeah, we haven't actually written the wedding. Like, it's pending. I believe it's pending. We did recently finish up. So we had like multiple plot lines running at once, and I decided to break them into smaller chunks. So we just finished the one where Serena introduces Xander to her friends, and then she apologizes to George for grabbing his junk, and then gets his advice on how to deal with her jealousy over Trent. So and the other plot lines that we have to do are planning a funeral, which I'm not going to say whose, it's a spoiler. We have to write Trent and Rebecca's actual wedding. We have to write George and Nathaniel's actual wedding. Sorry, that's another spoiler, but whatever. And then we have to write like some Helena and Kat fluff, them moving in together. And then there's probably going to be some like Rebecca getting pregnant, and it could be one of 5 people. We're probably going to do that. And then Kat offering to surrogate for Nathaniel and George. So, yeah, we have like 6 things that we need to do, and presumably we're waiting for Bex to not be busy. Which she did, she did post some stuff about Xander. She did express like a renewed interest in Xander and Sebastian's relationship. So we'll probably get around to it at some point. And the fact that this is taking so long to spork is probably a good thing, because like once we're done sporking everything that's on my computer, I'm just going to want to go when it comes to writing out the rest of it.
Speaking of, I wonder how many descendants like Ernest has.
Huh. Anyway, sorry. We can definitely discuss that in the Ernest channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kat turned and smiled at Nathaniel and chuckled softly, moving her
I
head.
don't feel like chuckling is the correct kind of laughter for the situation.
Okay, let's put that. Moving her head to the... Sorry?
Similarly to how smirking just never is.
So what kind of laughter would be correct? Like, okay, so your brother and his girlfriend just got engaged.
I say like giggling, like excited giggling. Or, or even just like a happy laugh. I don't know, like chuckling is feels more like a that gif where the guy has this magazine that says sensible chuckle and he's chuckling? It's like it's a ho-ho, chuckling is like a something humorous just happened laugh, as opposed to something awesome just happened. And maybe that's just me, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
I feel just like how
chuckling is a little bit more somber. It's more sedate.
Yeah.
Than like if I was witnessing somebody getting engaged, if I was chuckling, I feel like it would mean I was like dryly amused.
Yeah.
But a happy laugh, I like a happy laugh. Like, it's a change from giggling. moving her hand from his to wrap around his arm in a cute and slightly suggestive way. Since she's talking about being suggestive, we really needed another cute macro besides Baby Akuma.
Yeah.
But also, how is putting your hand on someone's arm suggestive?
Yeah, like, I don't understand if it was like she's wrapping her arm around his and is like squishing her boobs into the side of his arm. But just...
Hold on. Okay.
But her hand?
If she wants her hand to be suggestive, she should put it on his leg.
Mm-hmm.
Or even his chest, but his arm? It is so grand, and for some reason that's capitalized. Honestly, congratulations.
You can you can feel her excitement through the abundant initial capitals.
For.
Sorry, what?
That's what italics are for. This isn't a Tumblr post.
I know. I'm being silly here, but
okay. I am so happy for you. She practically beamed as she took the offered champagne and raised it to them. Why practically beamed? I would say beamed. I feel like practically takes away from her excitement, from her beaming.
Yeah, adverbs can soften a little too much sometimes.
Right. I think this. Yeah, I'll just put she beamed. I feel that's nice. She's excited. I feel like if she wants to go caps, she should just caps lock the whole world. The world.
Caps lock the whole world.
The word.
Yeah.
Word. She should caps lock the entire word if she wants to go caps lock to show her enthusiasm. Which I might do. I might do small caps. Just why does that word look weird? It's a stylistic choice.
Yes.
Because at least then it's a weird looking stylistic choice and not just like that word shouldn't be capitalized. Very happy life to you both. Long life and good health and an abundance of love, for that is what makes life worth living. Okay, Lifetime original movie.
Way to throw aromantic people under the bus. Throwing them over the bus.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Yeah, we need an arrow catapult now. Not for romantic people, but for Arrow from Twilight. Just... Yep, 10 minutes, I know. Nathaniel smiled and gently placed his hand on Kat's. I couldn't agree more, he said. He would find that someday if he wasn't busy being distracted by other matters.
Baby?
His watch beeped. It was time for his pain pill. He took the packet out of his inside blazer pocket and took one single pill per George's instructions and downed the rest of his champagne.
Yes, good idea. Very healthy.
Good. He needed to take the edge off. Trent smiled and nodded.
Taking the edge off, he says as he takes a grinder to his liver. She's gonna take the edge off.
Yeah, just the edge. Yeah, he's taking the edge off of his liver, clearly.
Yeah. Thank you, sis.
You're welcome. Grant smiled and nodded at Catherine's words. I couldn't have said it better myself, he said pleasantly. It was one of few areas in their personal lives where they agreed on anything. Turning when Kat heard Nathaniel's watch beep, she. That's the she that people talk about when they say that's what she said.
Oh.
Noticed him take something and her eyes furrowed ever so slightly. Really? She thought to herself. Yes, really. It's it's prescribed. Like,
Yeah.
Trent should have filled you in on this. Let's see.
Dirks?
Yes, Dergs.
And then somebody else throws a bucket of water over her, and suddenly the dinosaurs just start expanding.
We're not going to do that because Trent's in this.
Oh, you're right.
He may be on the other side of the fourth wall, but we're not going to torture him.
Okay.
Feeling a sinking sensation in the pit of her stomach, but doing her best not to notice. What?
Doing your best to not pay attention? Trying your best to ignore it? Because if she's noticed it, she's already noticed it. Like,
yeah.
It's like, yeah, she said, well, trying not to think about pink elephants. And by trying not to think about the pink elephants, she's thinking about this.
Yeah. Trent had narrowed his eyes at Nathaniel's mixing pain pills with alcohol. Alcohol that you ordered for him! Yeah.
Yeah!
Also, the guy that raped him just gave him alcohol to take with the pills that he knows that he's taking.
Oh, yeah, this is 5 kinds of yikes.
Let's see. Let's see. What kind of, and when he needs to take them.
To go with his meds. of your next album?
It's pretty hard to beat Dirty Ugly Stalker of Torment and Watch Me Watch You, though.
Okay, that's true.
By the way, did I tell you that Elitist is my highest grossing album so far?
Oh, wow.
The Joke album. Actually, no, I need to re-release Chernabog. But, yeah. You'd better eat something, he warned. He knew Nathaniel was on the cusp of anorexia. And all those other things that we mentioned. Yeah, I did not think any of this through. As far as he was concerned, the score was settled now that Trent had leverage. Okay, whatever. My own muses are yelling at me. This is great. Nathaniel ignored Trent as he'd been doing this whole time. Fair enough, thought Trent. It wasn't long until Kat and Nathaniel were called for their movie, and she turned to hug Rebecca and whisper, "I am so glad for you, hun." Before you, hun, before this part right here that needs edited. Before she pulled back and smiled at Trent. "Congrats again. You two enjoy your night, Nathaniel." She turned her 1,000-watt smile to him. "Ready to go see our movie?" Nathaniel and Kat walked into their theater and found some cozy seating near the back of the theater.
Of the theater.
Yeah, I can just strike that through. I don't need to. That was mine. That was me. Nathaniel settled in and put up their armrest so he could cuddle with Kat. They could also lean their seats back, but he would leave that up to her. Kat followed with Nathaniel till they found their seats and took hers, excited for the show to begin. She wasn't like most women. Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! No! Can you not? Yeah, okay. All right. Thanks for joining.
All right.
We're going to pick up there because I know you're going to have something to say about it.
Yeah. Oh, oh dear.
What?
Ray is in the ER.
Oh my god. I'm going to let you go.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too. I hope he gets better.
Yeah, let me let's see. Ray has been in the ER for the past